All right. Hey, folks, welcome back to another great edition of Opaleye Presents Know Your Pros. I am joined today by Zoiya Tate, the ops manager, the COO, the first point of contact that you get when you call 770 Water Damage and Restoration. These guys are a restoration biz. They serve Ventura County, LA County, and all the way down into West Orange County to Huntington Beach. They go everywhere. Zoiya, thank you for being a guest with us today.
Thank you.
Well, Zoiya, I was psyched to call you and ask for you to be a guest with us. And that's because I think that what you guys have in terms of offering for a restoration business is definitely more personalized. So we were talking before we started shooting here, the difference with 770. And one thing that came up was kind of family. So tell me the story about Sean, the guy who started this thing up. You guys have been in business for 6 years. Can you kind of elaborate on that for me?
Yeah, so Sean used to own a carpet cleaning company, and during that time he had a water damage in his own house, but he also had experience dealing with some of the restoration companies. So he decided to go the next logical step, and he became a water damage technician. And then he did do some jobs as an independent for a couple of our competition, and they didn't really treat him as well as he would like. So he decided to open up his own company and be a success in doing so. And in a few short years, I'd say he definitely did that. We're one of the bigger restoration companies, independent ones through Southern California today.
Yeah, one of the things you said to me before we started shooting this thing was they didn't go up to standard, up to par.
They really didn't. And he also found that a lot of times the customers weren't really treated as he would treat them. So his philosophy was that he wanted to go out there and do right and kind of have integrity and treat the customers basically as if it was his own home. So he wanted to make sure that everything was taken care of properly, that we would help them with their insurance claim, because that's a very confusing matter, and just kind of help them navigate through the mess of a catastrophic event. And our slogan became, "We bring you home, we bring you back home."
That's beautiful. That's a huge sigh of relief to a lot of people who are out there just thinking, well, man, anytime I call a contractor, it's kind of a roll of the dice. I don't know what I'm going to get when somebody enters my house, especially in a situation where there's some catastrophic damage, water, fire, mold, whatever you want to call it. That's tough. So we bring you home is great, and treating a place like it's your own home has to make a huge difference. So why then this industry? Obviously we have Sean as an experienced guy in the carpet world, but what do you see as the why for restoration? You talked about, we bring you home, but can you just get a little bit deeper on that?
I think it's moreover of the fact of helping people, because like I always tell people, whether or not you decide to go with our company, you should always choose your own vendor. Obviously that could be a very confusing world, because this person's in your house and literally the starting point of your insurance claim. So it's like, if you pick the wrong company, you can definitely be in a bad spot. So our philosophy is basically to sort of really more open, more often we're helping people. And that's like the main line, is at the end of the day, we feel good that we were able to help somebody and take a little stress off their plate with that claim. And basically we kind of like try to treat everybody like their family to us. And we have a lot of return customers because of it, or referrals. We don't really advertise, so word of mouth has been really good.
Right. Talking to a friend of mine who does public adjusting, he's always saying to me, it's such a confusing process for a lot of people. And, he does something similar where he helps his clients navigate that process. It sounds like that's something that you guys obviously do too. Whether you call any other vendor or whether you call us, you want to have that stuff explained to you. And that's a big piece of what you guys do, right? You guys are advocates.
Knowledge is definitely power, especially when it comes to this thing. So we're have a lot of industry knowledge between all of our staff members who've been in the industry for years. We offer, everything A to Z from pack out, should you need it, water damage restoration, fire, mold, and we also have a sister company that does the rebuilding afterwards.
Lovely. So damage all the way up to rebuild. I mean, that's full service, if you ask me.
Definitely. We even offer temporary housing for those who need that, so.
Wow. Okay. I mean, that's fantastic. I don't hear that often from restoration businesses. So that's really, really great. Zoiya, we're kind of out of time here, but I would love it if you could tell our viewers where they can find you, how they can get in touch with Zoiya Tate and the whole 770 water damage and restoration team.
Absolutely. You can call us anytime. We answer our own phones 24/7 because we are a 24-hour company. That number is 877-337-0225. You can find us on the web at www.770waterdamage.com. We're also on Instagram, Facebook, and Yelp.
Beautiful. And I hear you guys give discounts to first responders, veterans, and seniors, and you do free estimates, right?
We do for homeowners, yes.
Love it. Well, it's kind of a no-brainer, folks. Zoiya, thank you so much for being a guest here on Know Your Pros. We're excited to have you maybe for another one here in the future.
Know Your Pros!